Hey, come with me back to the year 1971. The world is a groovy, chaotic place dressed in bell-bottoms and crocheted vests, and it stands firmly on shag carpeting. Our collective mood is one of rebellion and experimentation. We're post-Beatles, pre-disco, and we're seeking out simple, potentially dangerous thrills that defy convention. We got this restless energy that demands attention. And the demand is particularly virulent if you're a boy or a girl either approaching or in early puberty. And what better way to demand attention than with a toy that was cheap, mesmerizing, and loud enough to drive every parent and teacher absolutely nuts. Welcome back to the Mid-Century Vault. I'm Philip Mershon, and today we're here to talk about the brief, brilliant, and slightly dangerous reign of the Click Clacker, also known as Ker-Bangers, knockers, Click Clacks, and about 50 other names. The story of the Clacker is a blend of ancient design and modern disposable fad culture. The inspiration is often traced back to the South American bolus, a hunting tool that was used by Argentinian gauchos. They consisted generally of three weighted spheres connected by cords, and they were thrown to entangle the legs of running animals. But for the American kid of the early 70s, it was pure novelty. The translation was simple. Two solid, heavy balls, roughly a couple inches in diameter, attached by a strong cord to a central ring, and the challenge was kinetics. You rocked your hand to get the two balls swinging in opposite directions, accelerating their arc until they were violently clacking together both above and below your hand, creating that distinct rhythmic clack, 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 clack. Click Clackers hit the U.S. consumer market in a big way around 1970. They were visually appealing, made of translucent, colorful acrylic plastic, and priced typically around 79 cents, they, my friends, were the instant playground phenomenon. Three reasons why they were so popular. The challenge. Mastering the perfect, unbroken rhythm required dexterity and concentration, and if you were the first to do it, you ruled that playground. The noise. That ear-splitting sound was an attention magnet. It announced your presence, much to the chagrin of any adult within earshot. And the vibe. They were a simple, almost elemental toy requiring physical engagement, sort of a next-generation yo-yo or hula hoop. However, the popularity subsided just as quickly as it peaked, primarily by 73-74 due to catastrophic safety issues. The material used in those initial runs was a brittle acrylic, and when the balls were slammed together with high velocity tens of thousands of times in rapid succession, they had the most annoying tendency to shatter. Well, this turned the toy into a small plastic hand grenade, sending shrapnel flying toward the user's face. Or, if the balls managed to stay together, the cord sometimes snapped, turning the balls into projectiles. In the U.S., the federal government eventually classified them as a mechanical hazard, and so the fad vanished in a storm of shattering plastic and worried parents. But you know what? They're still around. Today's clackers use far safer, non-shattering polymers. You can still find them in novelty shops and as party favors, carrying none of the imminent danger that made the original so legendarily cool. As I was researching this story, I saw a pair of original 70s clackers on eBay. There was 3 days left until the end of bidding. There were 33 bids logged, and the bidding was up to $121.50. I did say legendarily cool, did I not? Clackers are still a repetitive, mesmerizing fidget toy, and they scratch that itch for a simple, tactile object to occupy restless hands and release stress, which, after all these decades, is still an insistent demand for the pubescent youngster. I want to know about your personal experience with this notorious toy. If you had clackers in the 70s, what was the absolute longest you ever got your clackers to go, and which color did you have? I'm Philip Mershon for the Mid-Century Vault, and until next time, don't put your eye out.